in this walk, the joy that I feel, y'all, and that is exactly what brought me to this video. Are you really trusting God? Are you really, I think I just spit. Are you really, that's number one. I feel like somebody listened to me and my window's open. Okay, so I wanted to talk to y'all about the mistakes I have made while becoming, I want to talk to y'all about the mistakes I have made while being a baby Christian. And when I say baby Christian, I say baby because it's still new. So for those of you who don't know, I just got baptized May 29th, but I have been chasing the Lord since about 2017 with a few mishaps, a few bumps in the road. I finally came, or had my come to Jesus moment, as people call it, last year in 2020. So been going to church faithfully, been learning my Bible, just like really been on this walk. But it wasn't until this year, 2021, is when I really got saved. I really started honing in on my walk. And I'll tell y'all all about that another time, like what really made me become Christian, or what pulled me to this journey. But in simplest form, what pulled me to this journey was really God. Like, y'all, that's a whole nother story. But I really want to talk to y'all. So my channel was about Bible, travel, and vlogging. Or I want to just show people who are early in the Christian game, because a lot of people think being a Christian is hard, or being a Christian is boring, or you have all of these rules and regulations and this and that. It is not that. It is simply just a way of life. It is just putting God first, even over your own desires. Like, when you think something is good for you and it's not, and it's taken away from you, we all tend to think that, like, why would God do this? Or like, why would he take this away from me or that away from me? When reality is because he has something bigger for you, and he always does. And it might not be the next day or the next week or the next month, but if you continue to have that faith, you will see it's always something bigger at the end of a struggle. And I have learned that on my journey. I really want to talk to early Christians because I just don't want nobody to give up. The joy that I feel in this walk, the joy that I feel, y'all, in this walk is amazing. It's literally like nothing I've ever felt before. And so I want everybody to get to this point. And also, when I say this point, I don't mean that I always feel like this. I do not always feel joy, and that is exactly what brought me to this video. So yesterday, I was just really down. I was just down. I was depressed. Had a little depressed moment. I'm not gonna say depressed, but I just wasn't feeling right. I was feeling like, what am I doing with my life? Like, okay, God, like, I'm following you, I'm listening to you, but then at the end of the day, I had to think, like, am I really listening to you? Am I really? Because I probably wouldn't be in this space right now if I was really listening to God. But anyhow, I really just wanted to talk to y'all about the mistakes that I have been making. I also want to say, when you're walking, it is really good to, it's okay to walk alone, but if you have somebody to be on this journey with, by all means, if you guys are going to hold each other accountable, absolutely go for it, because it is not an easy journey. It is, I don't care what nobody say, this journey is not easy. It's not like you get saved and now everything is okay. No, you get saved and everything starts happening to you, like everything. You know why? Because God is testing you. He want to really see if you really about that life, like if you really on this journey, or are you on this journey because you want to be blessed, or you want a big house, or a nice car, or are you really on this journey? Like, are you really trusting God? Are you really believing in Jesus and God and in his word? I really want to walk with other people. Like, I'm walking alone right now, I am, but through y'all, through this channel, through my Instagram and the stuff I post on Facebook, I'm really not walking alone. And I have God, I have Jesus, I have the Holy Spirit, so I'm really not walking alone. But it will be really nice, and the ultimate goal is always to have people walking with you. It's always to influence people and to encourage people to walk with you. So, without further ado, no, seriously though, without further ado, I wanted to just talk to y'all about mistakes that I have made while being a baby Christian. I really said that like 30 times. So anyway, friends, I know that this is a huge one because a lot of us believe that we can still do the same things that we used to do, still hang around the same people we used to hang around, but still be, you know, strong in our walk, still be faithful to God. And for some of you, it may be true. Like, God, our walk with God, our relationship with God individually is always different. Your walk is not like my walk. My walk is not like your walk. So for me, and if anybody else is feeling this way or have been feeling this, comment down below, let me know, because I'm here to help. I'm here to guide. That is what I'm here to do. Through my experiences, I want to help you. So, friends, I felt like it was still okay for me to still hang around some of my friends, still travel with some of my friends, and still feel saved or still feel good. But at the end of the day, you have to remember your friends are not on this walk with you. This is your walk. They may be into things that you are not into anymore. And so do you really, I mean, you're early in your walk. Your walk is a baby, right? It's growing. So why do you want to put yourself in a situation where it can take you back to where God delivered you from? That makes no sense, right? So for now, for this season of your life and for this season of my life, it is crucial for me to be alone, to separate myself from the things and the people that I used to, the things that I used to do and the people that I used to be with. I love my friends, each and every one of them. But right now, I'm not strong enough in my walk to still be around y'all or to be around you and not do the things that I used to do, you know? And I used to say this a lot, and people used to be like, well, how could you not be strong enough to, how could you're supposed to be strong in your own self to not do what I'm doing? I know, and I will get there. But right now, early in my walk, early in what I'm trying to do, I can be brought back like that. And to avoid that, I'm going to keep my distance. I'm going to love you from a distance. We can still talk, we can still chat, we can still check on each other, but I'm not going to be around you because you are doing things that I don't do. And again, that is just for now. That is just until you are strong enough in your walk to know that, okay, I can be around this person, but I don't have to drink. I can be around this person, but when they go to the club, I'm not going to the club. They can curse, I don't curse. You know, you have to get to that point. Number two, even when I just said, you know, people be like, oh, you should be strong enough to be your own person, but don't take advice from nobody. Why would you get advice from a person who is not walking with you, who is not on this walk, who probably does not believe what you believe, who does not feel what you feel? How could you get advice from a person that does not know or does not feel what you feel? That's literally like getting advice from a dead person. No, because they are not on this walk with you. When you need advice, when you need recollection, when you need to know something, go to the Bible, go to the Word, listen to a sermon. Like, God speaks. He literally speaks to you. But you have to open your heart, you have to open your ears to be able to listen, because He speaks through people that you may not even want to speak to, but He will speak through them. He'll speak to that Bible that you may not want to read today, but if you open it up, you will get a word. If you just listen to 20 minutes of a sermon on YouTube, honey, He will speak to you, but you have to be open. You have to be open to listening. You cannot go. That is one of my mistakes. That is one of my problems. I'm always calling people, trying to get advice, trying to get clarity, trying to get validation on my walk and what I'm doing. And then I realized, you cannot tell me about my walk. My walk is my walk. Only God can tell me about my walk. I can only talk to Jesus about my walk because He made this walk. He knows your walk. He knows your journey. So go to your manufacturer when you need a fix. Like Toyota goes to the Toyota dealership. right? Yeah, sometimes a person will take their Toyota to a bootleg car place, and guess what? You get bootleg work. So go to the manufacturer, go to the one who made you, and figure out what's going on. Get the answers. Pray. I know it may be easier than done, but I'm telling you, I've been on this walk. I have been doing it. I am making the mistakes for you so that you don't have to make them. That's just literally what this is about. And I want to say, everybody's season is different. So when I talk about friends, you may be in a season where you can still be around your friends. You know why? Because you may be the one to help your friends. So it may not be a conviction for you to hang around your friends. For me, they don't want to get there. They don't desire to get there. I want that. I want it. I crave it. I'm hungry for God. So I really cannot hang around people that are not hungry for God, who don't believe, who don't cherish my walk and cherish my journey. Just can't do it. I just cannot do it. So also, I want to talk about, so I've talked about advice, I've talked about friends. I want to talk about, oh my goodness. I used to go to church, and I would be like, oh, she Christian, I'm gonna hang out with her. We on the same path. Whoo! If God is my witness, everybody that's in church is not a Christian, okay? I didn't try to make Christian friends, and it just don't work. Don't think that everybody that is in church is a Christian. And they may be a Christian, but don't think that everybody in church is supposed to, be your friend or could make a good friend. First of all, let me tell y'all. When I started my journey, God called me to a season to be alone. God told me that I was gonna be alone, and He said alone in my dating life. He said alone in my friendships. Period. Point blank. This was my season to be alone. But me fighting that loneliness, who wants to be alone? I just keep seeking relationships elsewhere. I don't like a single soul as far as dating, as far as guys, but I continue to go on dates. And then when I'm come home, I'm calling my mom because I'm like, I don't like this person. But I know that it is not my season of dating, period, point blank. I'm not going to force nothing. I'm not going to settle for anything. Like, I've been dated guys that want to go to church with me all of a sudden because they think that maybe that will get us closer. You got to go to church because you want to go to church. You have to believe in God because you want to believe in God. You can come with me to church all day, but that's not going to make me desire to move towards you in a relationship. Because when I'm ready to be in a relationship, God will show me that I'm ready to be in a relationship, and He will also bring me somebody to be in a relationship with. Right now is not my season to be in a relationship. Right now is not my season to bring on any new friendships and to be hanging around any friendships that just do not serve me. So those are some mistakes that I have made. Let me see what else is on here. So getting advice from other people, dating. I want to say social media. So I took a long social media break. Well, it was from March to I just got back on in July. I just got back on social media in July, really Instagram, and only because now I feel stronger that I can handle it. I follow a lot of Christian pages, but it's mostly because I started this YouTube and I need to get myself out there, and so I made a page. But I follow people that feed the spirit. Like, y'all, when your walk is just a baby, you have to do things that feed your spirit. I felt so lost the other day. I had to get back to what I knew to get back to. I threw on that worship music. I threw on those sermons. Like, I threw on stuff that is going to bring me closer to God. And now here I am telling you what to do and what I went through, y'all, because I am living proof. I am living proof. I am going through the motions as an early Christian. I am making mistakes. Like, the other day, God even laid it on me. Do not go on this trip. Do not go on this trip. But y'all, the flesh, guess what the flesh did? The flesh booked that trip. And I was on that trip. And guess what? So many bad things happened to me while I was on that trip. That's what I will say. Because God always prevails. When I was on that trip, that's all I could tweet. God always prevails, because he sat there and he showed me. Like, I told you, don't go on this trip. And so yet you were disobedient to me, right? You're disobedient to me, and you just think you're about to have all this fun? While I did have fun, I lost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I'm not even going to tell y'all. That is neither here nor there. But I went through some stuff because I let my flesh lead me instead of the Holy Spirit, which told me, do not go on the trip. And y'all, that's what y'all really got to listen. Like, I know some people be like, oh, the intuition, or I felt this feeling. No, you felt the Holy Spirit. You felt God telling you something. And whether you want to obey it or not, you are going to reap the consequences when you don't. Because I always do. I always reap the consequences. Like, it's just insane to me. It really blows my mind. But I always reap the consequences. And so, moral of this whole long story is because I want you who are early in your walk, whose Christian walk is still a baby, who's still nurturing, you know. I want y'all to walk with me. I want y'all to come along with me. I just plan to do Bible studies. I just plan to get together as a community and really walk this thing out, y'all, because I want everybody to feel this joy that I feel. I want everybody to follow their dreams. I want everybody to be able to hear God and to be able to listen and to obey God. I want people to break generational curses, y'all. I want people to be just genuinely happy for other people. This isn't a fake, a scam, a gimmick. This is literally a way of life. Like, But anyway, y'all, hopefully that helped y'all out a little bit. My camera ended up dying, and so I could not say an outro. But y'all, I'm definitely interested in doing more Bible studies, more readings. I'm definitely just interested in sharing more with y'all about just being more in tune with all the early Christians out there on this journey, because that is really what it is. It is a journey. It is a journey, and it deserves nurturing. It deserves to be taken seriously. So, yeah, I just really want to connect more with early Christians, help y'all out as y'all help me grow, and let's just walk together, y'all. It's nothing like walking with people. Like, I ain't got no problem getting to the top alone, honey, but it's nothing like getting to the top with some people. So, early Christians, you know, drop a praying hand down below so we can figure out our next moves. We could do some Bible studies, whatever is clever. Okay, your girl is out. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and tune in to my next video.